Good morning, the honorable judges. My name is Caraka, and I will be delivering my opinion regarding the motion this House regrets opens AI transition towards for-profit structure, and I strongly opposes that idea. Before I would like to deliver my opinion, I would like to note out some important point, or in other words, refute the affirmative House point. First off, the affirmative house mentioned that while yes, AI that are meant for non-profit have less ways of finding money, and their only mitigation way is through investor profit or loan or debt. And I have a question here. If if profit incentives are dangerous, how is debt obligation even safer? Because it can create pressure without any real way to pay the debt back or the loan back from the bank, so it can create a less advanced or a worse AI than the AI that are made for profit structure. And the affirmative house mentioned that investor will trust the company to create better AI. Well, let's be here. Investor wants more money, so they will wait out for the AI to develop. Like for example, investor puts money in things like gold because they know that the price will go up, even though it knows it will take a long time. That's why I think that it's ridiculous that investor will trust the AI to be done faster. If they want money, of course they will want the best product to offer to the society so that they can get more money. And lastly, one of the solutions mentioned by the affirmative house that the AI doesn't have any real funding is loan. But let's not forget that loan is just temporary money, where AGI requires long-term development and sustainment. If we rely on the debt and loan, it can even pressure the company itself while developing AI that are less effective than for-profit AI, and without any real way to pay the loan back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world where people demand innovation quickly, and such innovation require huge funding money or budget, and one of such innovation are AI. AI are run by a supercomputer trained to solve problems and assist in complex tasks, and to do that, the development are needed, and the development of AI requires billions of money for a safer research, prevents any error and troubles, and also provide working and advancing technologies for society. For example, to I want to find I want to find a reliable sources for example, a report. I will ask AI, where are reports that I can get from, or any information that I can get from. He will immediately provide it. While on the other hand, if we give a less advanced AI, it may take longer, and society doesn't really want that, don't they? And while open AI are first made for non-profit purposes and they assess towards humanity, if we transition it towards for-profit structure, it doesn't betray its own mission, because AI needs billions of money for its sustainment and development. It's the only realistic or the only way out for it. Because like I've mentioned before, if AI or company doesn't have any real resources for them to build up the AI, it will create more pressure for the company itself. Now, the motion states that this House regrets opens AI transition toward for-profit structure, and this House strongly opposes that idea, because we believe that AI should transition into a for-profit structure because it needs more money for it to advance. Now, why is this important? Now, AI requires budget. Now, good intention itself doesn't build the AI itself. It is a supercomputer that requires tons of resources and billions just choose to sustain it and develop it. If the company making AI doesn't have any real income to create or develop the AI, it can lead into a worse ecosystem for the AI and slower progression for the AI itself. Because there are not enough resources or budget to sustain it or to develop it. Thus, this creates an inferior AI, which won't be used or even less used at all by the society because they will prefer a better AI even though if it is a for-profit AI. While the comparative have a clear resources to freely advance the technologies of AI or to fully develop it better than companies that use it through only non-profit structure, creating a more advanced AI in which the society needs. Because the society demands more and more advanced innovation in the future. For example, like paid AI like GPT. And secondly, the world right now really depends on AI, not just education. As we all know, millions of people or even billions are really dependent on AI, like health, education, security, and etc., in which we need better AI to do the job, like I've mentioned before. A PPC will perform better than the comparative, which is what the world needed the most, which is an advanced AI with clear resources to develop it and sustain it. If we give them AI that doesn't really meet the capability or the ability to complete the task it's supposed to do, then the society will use it less and even some will abandon it. And the third reason is that it can create job opportunity. Now, why is that? Well, the affirmative host previously mentioned that job loss and slower integration towards daily life due to advanced AI. Now, I believe that this is wrong because with more demand on the AI itself means more people need it to do important things, right? Like jobs or even medical issues because they need it, in which if we give them the same AI without any real progression, it will just create trouble for the people dependent on it. And company needs to hire more engineers to work on it, which creates better job opportunity. Some things like this happened before, like the internet. That replaced a lot of jobs, but eventually people gave up, right? Because the key of it is adaptation and not stagnation. We can't just stay stuck with the same technology for long. In conclusion, this house opposes the idea that AI should stay as non-profit structure and rather it should transition into for-profit structure. Well, transparent and friendly AI is just as needed. This house believes that ours matters most. For-profit structure matters most because AI needs clear resources and money to develop it and sustain it. And the solution of it is to transition it into for-profit company. That is all from me. Have a great day.